But even in Kenya, that song was huge. So it's not just
huge. Let me tell you. And
that's when Jua Cali was close to, like, small G but God status. Like when he would jump on
performances with that guy. You know, because he took me with him for possibly 5 to 6 months to every show that he was doing. Yeah.
Tupeni pamoja Nairobi. Yeah. Tupeni pamoja. Hasira ni nini bana, tulia, biashara yetu bado mimi nimeshikilia na nguvu yangu yote naweza. Pesa yako kuna mali poa nimeiweka, unaweza chuna kadhaa ukitaka, zile zitabaki nunua nazo shamba. Lazima tufemeshe yetu ya mbele si kila siku.
Wewe mambo yako yenza kombo, japo nisonge hapo matatizo yako
wapi nduru au sio? Yeah. Au sio? Yeah. Au sio? Yeah. Au sio? Yeah. Au sio? Nairobi, mkono moja ni kila mtu. Mkono moja, kila mtu. Mkono moja, tupeni pamoja.
Wana wewe mambo yako yenza kombo, japo nisonge hapo matatizo yako ma.
Wapi nduru Nairobi.
Thank you.
And so you are seeing this craziness happening.
It was madness. There's a time at Impala Grounds. My goodness, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm there with my booty shorts and my silk top, and so he does his thing. Yeah, 1, 2, whatever. He sings his other songs, kiasi, and then he says, "Watu mnajua ni aje? Siwezi kuja bila mrembo." Mrembo. Hebu agusie kiasi. Saizo uko backstage. Nakuaga kelele hata simalizi. Then you just, I mean, because that song, the way it starts. Dun, 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 oh my goodness. Again, sorry.
Goosebumps.
Yeah. So then the song would start, and then obviously because I have to do the kwaheri, and I came out onto the ground. So this is the stage, then ground, then the rail. It's like an arena,
yeah.
And then guys uko nyuma.
Come in.
I ran in those heels because ikitu ilifanywa hivi wakavunja. Let me tell you, sijawahi kukimbia in heels. I ran back to the stage to panda. Nimejifanya ati kwa heri with my sexy body. Oh, I was back on that stage. I'm like, this is it. Death is today, and it is death by trampling.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we did the song. But I mean, performances with him have been crazy. And he took me for those 5 to 6 months, and he paid me. It might not have been like outrageous money, he's giving you 30K or whatever. Yeah. Because ideally you're there to do one song.
Yeah.
Okay? And he's catering for everything. And it was a chance for me to continue to keep the Sanaipei Tande name still in the industry. And I mean, there are times, there's a day we went to, is it JKUAT? Guy. We performed, and when we got out, there were people running after us. Then there's a guy who got onto the bonnet. We are driving to the gate. The guy jumped onto the bonnet. Achili gari. I have seen people go wild.
Yeah.
When I've performed with Jua Cali. But I mean, he's got the energy. You get what you give, and people just match up what it is that you give. So yeah.
No, Jua Cali was a bit cultic. Let's be
the
way guys embraced him or would come for him.
Yeah.
That one, that's Michael Jackson status in Kenya.
Yes.
Like it's rare that you can say that about it. I think I'm beginning to see that now with Nyashinsky.
Yes, Nyashinsky has that.
Nyashinsky's got that same cultic. But this is where we put opinion, because now you are playing your own song.
Yes. Oh goodness, you mean this has come from radio?
Yeah.
Let's go back. So I'm playing my own jams. And at this time, I think Musyoka had just done the Najuta Daredevil remix.
Uh-huh.
And that really like gave Najuta a whole new life.
Maswali niliyaamini maneno nikamwaga kwa heri. Miezi ni kadhaa nami nalia, ningemrudia lakini na tatizo. Nitamwambiaje eti kuwa mimi nampenda? Nitamwelezaje eti bila yeye naugua? Nitamjulishaje kuwa roho yangu yaumia? Nitamwambiaje kuwa mimi najuta kukosana naye, kutengana naye, kuachana naye. Oh, mimi najuta kukosana naye, kutengana naye, kuachana naye. Oh, mimi najuta. Nilifunga virago vyangu vyote kuamua sitorudi kamwe, kwani yeye na yule walinifadhaisha. Lakini kila wasaa napata nikimwaza, ningeyapuuza maneno tungeishi kwa raha. Miezi ni kadhaa nami nalia, ningemrudia lakini na tatizo. Nitamwambiaje eti kuwa mimi nampenda? Nitamwelezaje eti bila yeye naugua? Nitamjulishaje kuwa roho yangu yaumia? Nitamwambiaje kuwa mimi najuta?
And I remember it was, you know, our starter songs are very powerful songs according to, you know, the arrangement of the clock. And Najuta would sometimes start, or Kwaheri would sometimes start. And so, you know, artists are like, dem anaweza kutuchezea ngoma zetu kama anacheza zake.
In fact, just explain it. Are you the one who, of course you gave them the song, but that's
Yes.
not why they paid it, because Sanaipei works here.
No,
Yeah.
no, they play, look, there were very strict rules. There are songs that I had released while I was there and they would just not get airplay, you know? So for them, is this song big in the market? Where can we place it in our categories? And so the producer is the one who would load the songs. Like if I'm doing my show today on Tuesday and at 3 o'clock I finish, I can check tomorrow's log and I can know what I'm playing tomorrow because it has already been scheduled.
So that you can, of course, do your research,
Yes.
this, that, the other.
And even with access to the library, for example, in an hour, if you've gone under the top of the hour, like if you're 3 minutes under 12 o'clock or under 1 o'clock, you can add a song. But then there was a specific library you can access to add a song. Not just all the songs that are in the library. There were specific songs that you could add.
And you didn't have the power to put songs into the library?
Absolutely not. How? You need a password for that and all those nitty-gritty things that I don't understand.
It's not even your job to put songs
It's
into
not
the
my
library.
job. My job is to present. The song that you have been given is the one you will play.
Okay, so now artists, of course, they're like, niaje sana.
Suni slide ye ngoma hivi ama what do I need to do for my song to be played? I'm like, you don't have to do anything. Just release a song. If it's good and it works in the market, it will be played. So there were some people who thought that I was just being mean about it, that I'm playing my own jams and then I'm not playing their songs. But there's something that I've come to learn. If you don't know how it works, don't talk about it. And that was the system. The system was songs are loaded. You have no authority. In fact, a lot of the times if you skip a song, you have to explain to like the producer why you skipped this song. Like
Hii ni kazi.
wacha nikuambie kwenye hiyo hour there are songs you can skip but you cannot skip zile ngoma zinaanza the hour. You can't, because those are very powerful songs.
And they're put there for a reason.
They're put there for a reason. And some stations, and I don't know whether that's still the case today, but some stations base their identity on some songs that they overplay. Because when you're asked off the top of your head, which is your favorite station, you're going to think about that favorite song of yours. Who plays it? It's going to be Kiss.
I get it.
Yeah, psychology things.
You know, I love the fact that we've intertwined music and the media house, because what we're making people understand is just how calculated people are to keep the listeners listening, so that the ads can play, so that the station can make money.
Thank you. And that is basically the psychology behind social media platforms.
Yep.
But that's another story for another day.
Tutaingia hiyo baadaye.
They have to keep you scrolling. How they gonna keep you scrolling?
Small things like the video starting without you pressing play.
Imagine.
Just the movement. Anyway.
Recommended suggestions. Why? Let me tell you, I was watching that social dilemma thing.
Beautiful.
Jesus, I didn't finish it. Ili niogopesha. It's like a horror movie. But anyway.
Well, I love the psychology of people. Anyway, so now you've got two songs. You've got Najuta.
Najuta and Kwaheri.
And now you are at Kiss.
And now I'm at Kiss.
Not just at Kiss, you're at Kiss with your own show from
10 to 3.
To 10 to 3.
And then I've got, I alternated between Keeping It Kenyan on Saturdays 12 to 3, and where I interviewed quite a few like artists and stuff. And then Sundays, I think then at one point I was moved to Sunday, and I used to do 2 to 6. Which was just an all request sort of thing.
You've not dropped the song with Big Pin at this time?
It's possible that I did.
What year are we? 2008 now?
I most definitely did, because by the time I was leaving Kiss, it was 2012.
Oh.
Yeah, so I most definitely did. And that was playing as well.
Yeah, you know, even the beast falls in love sometime. When it comes to the matters of the heart, there's nothing you can do about it. So this is a dedication to you. Okay, let's kiss it. Yeah. Baby boo, ni mapenzi tu, hakuna mwingine maishani, ni wewe tu. Vile unatabasamu kila saa, inabaki nimekaa, nibaki nimezubama. Na hii ni kweli ma, nisikufiche ma, hii ni mapenzi kutoka kwa roho ma. Ningependa kueleza jinsi umenifanya nikakupenda, ndo ninasema you're my only strength, you're my only weakness, you're the kind of girl I want to be seen with. Niwe wako wa milele, tupendane mpaka mwisho, tukae na tupendane, cause it's, I wanna spend the rest of my life with. Nataka tuwe na family, I mean, nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, we're all together forever and ever.
It's you, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Nataka tuwe na family, me and you. Nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, we're all together forever and ever. It's you, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Nataka tuwe na family, me and you. Nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, we're all together forever and
Ni
ever.
mapenzi
It's you.
tele kati ya si mimi na wewe, na ni wewe tu, wewe mwenyewe. Hamna mwingine anafanya ni kreki, hamna mwingine ananiita baby, hamna mwingine maishani mwangu, kwa roho yangu. I promise I'll always be your baby. So let me explain to you loud and clear, cause I love you baby, and that's why I'm here. Nitafanya everything ndo ni make sure you're happy. Nikupe moyo wangu, nikupe some good loving, nikupende venye ulivyo na roho safi, na nihakikishe pendo letu liko wazi, cause it's, I wanna spend the rest of my life with. Nataka tuwe na family, I mean, nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, grow all together forever and ever,
It's
cause
you, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Nataka tuwe na family, me and you. Nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, we're all together forever and ever. It's you, I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Nataka tuwe na family, me and you. Nataka tuishi nawe pamoja, we're all together forever and ever. It's you.
napenda unavyokaa, napenda anything and everything, all things about you ma. Mi napenda hiyo tattoo ya flower.
What other songs did you drop in this time? So let's talk about the Big Pin one.
Okay, so Kwaheri, Najuta, You with Big Pin. There was Neo Koe.
Who produced You?
Dilly.
Dilly, yes, Dilly.
And I think at this time, Dilly was still at Homeboys. Yeah. And then we did...
Did it feel weird going back to Homeboys again and being like, hi, first love, I'm back?
I don't know. You know these things. I don't think these things through. Me, I just do what we're supposed to do. Where are we meeting? Where are we recording? I went back. The time I had nostalgia, I think, was very recently when I went to do the photo shoot for my EP. So the guys, DJI Brandem, have actually overtaken now the space that was Homeboys. And so that was nostalgia, because I hadn't been there for like years, you know, going up the very dark corridor.
Yes.
And going into the fridge and going into the oven. I was just like, wow. Fridge, studio ya John. Oven, studio ya Musyoka. Just in case they're wondering what we are doing in the oven. So we did You Then. And then I know I had my own song called Niokoe. Niokoe I did with RK.
Whoa.
Yes. Niokoe was a cry out for help kind of song. More of a humanitarian kind of angle. And again, and this is something I wasn't thinking about. I didn't realize that as I was working with different producers, I was understanding who I would be going to for a different kind of sound. It's not something I was thinking about. It's just, okay, Niokoe, I want to give it like a worldly sort of voice with a lot of like background BGV kind of thing. And RK immediately came to mind, you know.
Babaika, mawazo yamenijaa. Hali gani hii, hali gani hii, hali gani hii? Mwili wanitetema, magu yamezizima, uoga umenijaa. Hali gani hii, hali gani hii, hali gani hii? Niyoko, nipeleke palipo pema. Niyoko, nipeleke palipo pema. Ninalia moyo wangu nakuita uniokoe. Wazazi wamenifia, kaniacha mimi yatima, shida zimenijaa. Hali gani hii, hali gani hii, hali gani hii? Magonjwa yameenea nami kanilemea, kifo kanizunguka. Hali gani hii, hali gani hii, hali gani hii? Niyoko, nipeleke palipo pema. Niyoko, nipeleke palipo pema. Ninalia moyo wangu nakuita
So it's interesting to look back now and say and see that I was actually picking up on a lot of things along the way that I wasn't thinking about.
Can I tell somebody else you worked with?
Yes.
Because this one has sort of come in mind, because it's the guy who produced my album. My first album was produced by David Blackman Muzami. So you went to Ronga to do a song
with Dana Seda.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I remember this time you were working at Kiss. Yeah.
And my voice was still high pitched. So it was. There are some keys in that song and I'm just like, oh my God, how did I hit that?
So you think your voice has changed?
My voice has definitely changed over the years. As a singer, you're supposed to rest your voice. I have done everything but rest my voice.
Because of what?
Because of work.
I get it.
I mean the karaoke hosting in clubs, it gets loud. You talk over the noise. You've got the drinks flowing, and then you've got radio where you're just talking, and you might think that it does not take a toll on your voice, but as a singer, and especially a singer who sings from the throat, excessive talking can just completely mess you up. And then me, I'm a milk tea person. Dairy is not good for singers. Yani, I do all the things that are not good for a singer.
But drinks umewacha.
Drinks nimewacha. Ew, that had to stop. Jeez, that had to stop. And anyway.
Okay, so
we are going like this. We're like an octopus.
It's okay. At least you showed me where to touch after.
Yeah, so Niokoe with RK. What else did I do when I was there?
Did you shoot a video for that?
Niokoe, yes, I did.
Who did you shoot the video with?
Brian.
Oh,
Brian Fonajuta.
Yes.
And then I did Jua Cali. I shot it with Brian again.
Produced by?
Produced by Jua Cali was Caliph. Now, what happened? Clemo. Clemo wanted us to do another song with Jua Cali.
Yes. That's Okay,
but the chorus that I wrote, Jua Cali didn't want to do anything more, anything relationship based anymore, at least at that time. And so I told Clemo, basi sunipatie nimalize ngoma, and that's just how Jua Cali came about. I went on and I did the verses, and then I said, so can I now have Jua Cali do something for me on this? And he did. And we shot a video for that, but Caliph pulled it down because they didn't like how it had come out. So that's why we had to redo the video. Again, not that they had a say, because I paid. They didn't have a say. But I think at this time I felt Caliph was more my music family, and I agreed to go with them on that decision.
Jua Cali, you must be joking. Hey, mtoto wa Jua Cali mimi, huwezi kunifaidi baby. Ikiwa wani mind kweli, basi hakikisha una mali. Eti wataka nikufuate wapi? Eti twende huko nyuma ya kale. Yaonekana hatuelewani, mpaka uhakikishe una mali. Tuwe sote siku zote za kalenda, lakini tutateta, manake pale niko misidhani utaweza. Nimezoea kupewa chochote nitakacho wakati ninaposema. Usihisi pressure, lakini afadhali nikwambie na mapema ya kuwa siwezi kuomba, na kuwa sipendi kukopa, na sitojiseti kusota. Usiseme misiku kuonya ya mwamba, mtoto wa Jua Cali mimi, huwezi kunifaidi baby. Ikiwa wani mind kweli, basi hakikisha una mali. Eti wataka nikufuate wapi? Eti twende huko nyuma ya kale. Yaonekana hatuelewani, mpaka uhakikishe una mali. Mejibeba, so ni kipi kipya ambacho utanipa na mimi siwezi jipa. Si eti na kutesa, no, ni hali ya maisha. So ndugu yangu makinika, naona afadhali nikwambie na mapema ya kuwa siwezi kuomba.
Because we had shot paka huko Caliph, tumeenda tumekula pilau kwa grau ya ball. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Okay, so at this time, what year are we talking about now? 2000 and...
let's just put it between 2006 and 2012, while I was at Kiss 100.
Okay, so this is the period in which you're at Kiss.
Yes.
Have you started dabbling in other things outside music, modeling?
Yes, so 2 things, modeling and karaoke.